Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and welcome to City Skylines, as the city in the Grand Green Canyon. I was just literally about to start recording, and bam, we hit a milestone. We've got a population of 30,000, we can buy an extra area, and we have a nuclear power plant. Well, I know what I'm going to be using to power the city. It's going to be dams. More dams. Dams everywhere. Like here. Because, you know, that's a good height difference. But anyway, that'll be when I can actually afford to buy another plot. And I can buy another plot now, but I also want to buy plots down here. I want to get a bit of a seaport going. There is a lot of things I want to buy. So, without further ado, we're going to be building some industrial. Look at how much the industrial demand is, and look at all this lovely forest ready for us right here. So, the idea is going to be, if I just pause it, this entire area is going to be industrial. This highway is going to swing around through here, so something like that. So, up, back, down. And if we bring out the defaults, what are you? This one is easy to build because it's smaller, so it doesn't complain about the road height so much. Like, this one is going to be more difficult to place because it's going to be like, oh, it's not flat enough. Oh, it's not flat enough. Oh, it's not flat enough. Like, I can just about place it here, I think. For now, I'm thinking about one here. The problem is I don't know if I can place this. Awesome. One here. Hopefully, we shouldn't have too many problems. Right. Connect these two together. This is going to be a fun one, trying to keep them roughly parallel. Not too parallel, because unfortunately if they're too parallel, you can't get anything in the middle. And then you can't build anything with supports. There we go. Right, now to connect to this. So I'm thinking... do-do-do-do-do-do, like that. And now, we're up in the air, we can actually go up in the air. Let's try a little bit more of a wiggle. Okay, that's a bit more of a wiggle. Very nice wiggle. Well, this is annoying. Come on. Nope, not quite that much. How about there? That wiggle will have to do. A bit too much of a wiggle, but what the hell? Like, seriously, what the hell? Oh, it can be annoying to build, like, roads that just like to go beside each other. I just want to build beside the seaside. I just want to build beside the sea. What the hell is going on there? That needs to be killed. That needs to be put down. That's an abomination. It's an abomination. And it needs to be removed from this plane of existence before it gains sentience. That isn't much better. Yeah, I'm going to even see that from up here. Nope. Okay. Back to the drawing board. No more weird sentient roads that want to summon Cthulhu. I know I'm boring, right? What if we go freeform? Will that help? Probably would, actually. Better. Much better. Right. Still looks a little bit odd, but at least it isn't summoning Cthulhu. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to be enough. We can always add, you know, some more. I've left space in the middle, so that if we need to add more stop-off points, we'll be good. That's a 3x3 now, which it shouldn't be. That's slope too steep. Can I put it like here? No. Can put it here though. I wonder if I could put it here if I brought that back. Probably not. Oh, I think we'll put it here. Right. Two. Road upgrade. I want you to be 2s. Not 3s. Threes I find tend to mean people stop more, and people don't tend to use the lanes properly anyway. 2s on the other hand are better. So 2s, 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 2s. Slope too steep. What? Seriously? For an upgrade? Why did you let me put it down in the first place then? I don't understand. I don't understand anymore. The water's a mess and I just need to rule it. Right, bam. Slope too steep. Okay, if we put a... Or we could just not allow that whatsoever because slope too steep, yeah? Great rule there. It was okay before! Why did you even let me place... This is pointless. It has one in and out. That roundabout is literally pointless. What can I place anywhere else? No? Oh my god, this is like... This is hell. This is what hell feels like. Right, let's try again. And I've actually deleted the entire off-road there, but... Right. Please tell me I can now upgrade the roads. So... Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, yeah, it's a bit crazy it let me put it down in the first place, I'll be honest. Alright, let's delete it entirely. And it's homebrew time, which means things are gonna break horribly. Right, homebrew. So we have issues with the land slope. Fine. Whatever. I got this. So if we go to here... Provided it stays up in the air, it might be fine. I mean, it looks hideous. Slope too steep, please tell me. Like, that's, oh my god, that looks flat! It's complaining actually about the bit of road, because it's not a perfect 4x4 circle. Right, if I put these in first, yeah, there we go. Allows that. Allows that. I might actually just change those. Make them so they hit the ground. Slope too steep, slope too steep. Blah, 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 blah. Slope too steep all the way to, like, here. Are you sure you're feeling okay? I don't think the game's with it. There we go. Now you. Please tell me you can hit the ground a little bit faster. Good. Right, back to the highway. And then, 2x2. The animals came in 2x2 by 2. By hurrah, hurrah. There we go. Finally. And that looks like it melted in the sun. Right. Now, that we've spent like 10 minutes just putting a little bit of road in, we're going to do more roads. And I know you're probably like, oh my god, really? I can't. The will to live is slowly leaving me. I understand. I understand. I get your pain. I feel your pain. But it's an important part of every city we build is the amount of roads that I can chuck on it without everything tending to break and fall apart and die. Can I not get that with a bridge? It looks like there is a non-bridge option there. I'm going to go with the non-bridge option. I don't like having bridges if I can avoid it. For a start, they don't allow me to connect to them very easily. Right. And we'll orbit back down here. Oh, actually up here. I like the idea of orbiting up here a bit more, because it means I can connect to this. If I can get down that slope, which is unlikely. Okay. What if that, in the first place, actually went up? Please don't tell me if it's broken everything. No, it's like, yep, that's fine. Although it has put a weird bit in there, which looks really odd. Oh, let's not have that. Right, if we go too close and then we spin around. There we go. And then, this one. This one's a very important job. It's got to go next to the highway, along here, and connect up with the one over here. Bam. You see where we're going already? It's a very, cunningly laid out plan. The idea being that these roundabouts, because they're super fast, will be able to connect to this ring, and then everything in this ring has a second ring on it on the inside, which is not connected very much, and then everything in there is like super connected. Like a butterfly. No idea what I'm talking about, don't worry. I think the idea as mayor is to pretend you know exactly what you're talking about and not do any of it, because you're like, I have no idea. I just push buttons and build stuff when like the thing tells me to. I have no idea what I'm actually doing. That's the best way to be mayor. Because I just can't wait to be king. Right, if we come around the front here. Can I get that without a slope? I'm always going to get a bridge there. So we just do that entire area with bridges. Or should just go directly to that. We can always expand more later. So, there we go. Not as quite as impressive as this one. This one's ridiculously large, but it'll do. Now, I think I was going to make the feeder road single lanes, but I actually think we need more than single lanes. I think they need to be double lanes. Otherwise, we're going to have issues. So, probably 4 connections. So, if we make it just like 4 cardinal points. Like, we could just do a second ring. Or we could do 4 cardinal points, and I like the idea of 4 cardinal points more, just aesthetically. A second ring would probably be better. We could probably do 4 cardinal points down here, but I don't think it needs it, actually. What I think it needs is something like... Can we get it without the bridge? Yes. this will have to be a bridge. Can we get it without the ridiculous bridge? Nope. Okay, ridiculous bridge it is. But up here, it's like either we put a cross and then each little area is like a loop, or we put one loop. I think it has to be a loop. Cross doesn't have the capacity. Doesn't the kind of capacity lead. Up here. Up some more. Up some more. It's very curvy. Gotta say, I think I'm failing on the curved side of this thing. That's a bit better. It definitely angles up that top part. Oop, that looks like it might be angular. Yeah, it's gonna be angular. Could be worse. I've made much more angular cities before now. I've also made much more weirdly curvy cities, like really weirdly curvy. Really weirdly curvy. Anyone remembers my streams? My god, those were weird. Connection here. Not too near the roundabout. Should be fine. Connection here. That's not too near the roundabout either. Connection here. If I can get there. The problem is that slope. Oh, yes! That's going to be difficult to drive up. But it's allowed! So we'll go with it. And I think another connection here. Another connection here. These two down here might be too many. Because this road needs to be fast. I'm actually going to delete them and put one connection in. This road needs to be fast. Right, there we go. So yeah, this is an episode pretty much all about road building, for which, you know, I apologize profusely. Inside here. We'll just go with whatever works. This probably won't work. But hell, at least it'll look like something. Something hideous that crawled out of the Blue Lagoon. But it looks like something. Oh, this is having issues with that section. Oh, that ruins it. Let's try it again. From the top, people! Well, that certainly looks slightly better. In a really not kind of way. Yep, no idea what's going on there. Can we delete it? Thank you. Okay, so we need to be able to connect the two. What if we start down here? And then the game realizes that we're full of crap. That actually looks like an acceptable road. I will go with that. And please let me go with it too. Yes! Awesome. Right. Now, I think I'll actually alter this one. It's a bit too close to that one. And we'll make that a little bit more curvy, just so it fits with the aesthetic. Oops, maybe a bit too curvy. There we go. Right, now we just got to cover all the ground in the middle. So, to do that, I'm going to go for just random lines, pretty much. And then we connect these like so. Because this inside track, I don't mind it, you know, having many connection points. The inside track is allowed to do that. This is what the inside track is exactly for. It's the inside track's job, is to have these connection points. The outside track has to stay devoid of them, to make sure it's a fast track. See, I pretend I know what I'm talking about. I really don't. This could go entirely wrong. Alright, you need to connect about here. Probably will go entirely wrong. It's my building, you know this. You know me. You know what's going to happen. Everyone's going to burn and die. I don't know how yet, but I will make it happen. Alright, one here as well. Probably do 2 from here. There we go. And that is going to be a very large lumber yard. We're still going to do the bottom area, but we'll do the bottom area next episode, and then we'll just hook it up and let it grow. I don't think there is a lot more to be done. We'll chuck in, of course, a load of, you know, fire buildings, police buildings, etc. And hopefully, it'll hold. Oh, and we've got to do rail as well. Yeah, definitely needs rail. So, next episode, there's still a lot to go. But until then, if you've liked today's episode, which has mainly been road building focused, by the way, this is, like, look at the amount of traffic down there. So much better, so much better. The problem is this side. I think what we need is, like, a roundabout up here, or here somewhere. And that will eventually happen. Eventually, we'll want a road going north, and we'll take this one, and we can always put a spur coming off here. But until then, I've been EnterElysium. Stay shiny.